So it is official. OJ is dead. Orenthal is gone. Well, I want to try to be fair, but I can't lie. This is mainly going to be pro norm. It's going to be about the norm, but let's give OJ his due as best we can. So, who is OJ if you've been out of the loop lately? Well, there are several OJs to put it mildly. There's the OJ sports star. Okay, interesting. Then he transitioned to being an actor. Did some pretty interesting performances. My highlight would obviously be the Naked Gun. Those Naked Gun movies are hilarious, and he was very, very good in them. Can't deny he's actually a very good performer. So, very charismatic guy. Lived the Hollywood life. Married a very beautiful woman. Seemed to have everything. Had a good family, and then it all came crashing down in the 1990s when he was allegedly behind the murder of Nicole and Ron, and that became this insane carnival mess. Boy, if you were in America at that time period, it was crazy. It was wall to wall OJ. I mean, you could not escape it. And I was just a kid, but boy, everything, the newspapers, the magazines, the TV shows, the movies, everywhere, you could just not escape this case. And I really tried to stay away, but I will admit, I'll be honest, I did read like one or two stories. That is about it. I tried to block my mind, but it was really, really hard. And I think I will be very unpopular. I will take two stances that seem contradictory, but actually, Norm also held this opinion. So, do I think OJ did it? I don't think he did. Probably not. However, I do think he knows things and probably could have helped to find the killers, but he didn't care. Whatever you say about OJ, he is looking out for number one. That is it. That is his main concern, and that is what he did. He was able to get off from the charges. He did technically lose the civil case, although the Goldman family, as well as the Simpson family, like all of these families are very messed up. All of them are messed up. It's just very, very sad all around. There were really only three decent people that came out of this, like Ito, Cato, and Norm of the main participants in this whole media mess. It was really those three people, or like less guilty than the others. Like Norm is the only genuinely good person out of all this group. It was just really insane. Really, really, really insane. And I do appreciate some people making fun of this stuff, like at the time, like Jay Leno, as well as David Letterman, a few other people. But I will be really honest again that Jay Leno, he really exploited this thing. I mean, he was not doing too well in the ratings. Letterman was winning by a lot. I mean, a lot. And he just did these endless skits on OJ. And some of them were funny, but beyond a certain point, it was awful. He did this one thing, which was, again, kind of funny, the dancing Itos. I was like, it just became relentless. Like, every day he covered OJ, and it just became beyond a certain point. It's like, yeah, this is becoming really scummy. It's just bad taste. Of course, after conviction, OJ, pretended to find the killer, and he just very snarky, and apparently went back to criminal activities, stealing, and we went to jail. So he was like, he never paid the price. He was in jail. People forget this. He was in jail. I mean, do people remember the white Bronco? So no, he was in jail for quite a while. But if you do think he's guilty, yeah, he never paid the full price. But no, his career was devastated. So he didn't go to jail for his entire life, but not exactly like he had welcoming fans afterwards. The only people who really liked him afterwards, got to be honest, were black people. He was very popular among the black community. But even there, and I met many black people over the years, they kind of do admit, yeah, he probably did it, but I don't care. So if you think things are polarized now, oh my God, it was so polarized, very polarized back then. And those same issues and same problems are here with us. So OJ's legacy is that's about it. Well, we saw some good people in all this, like Ito, Kato, and yeah, Norm. We got our Norm jokes. Norm, I think, handled it very well, being both brutal but also kind of humane. He wasn't really ever really destroying OJ. He was just mocking the whole thing. Was just so ridiculous. But there we were. Rest in peace, Norm. As far as OJ, if there are devils out there, well, they got their head devil back in their fold, I guess.